I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I was in a church to preach. My big brother was celebrating his 71st birthday, and a king, the king of my mother's community, was being honored, was being given an award by a group of people. He told me that my big brother, Bishop Pius Unerojire, said he was surprised that the people didn't know me and was trying to describe them. I got there, turned out that I knew most of them, and most of them knew me, people giving the honor. And I had to address my king. I had to address my king. That's the message I preached was specifically tailored to address him. His father was a king before him, and his father contributed to why I am doing whatever I'm doing in my mother's community, Efronoto. And I took my bearing from Psalm 49, verse 20. The Bible says, "Him whom the Lord has honored and does not know it, that is like a beast that perishes in the field." I felt that my king needed to hear that message. And I think he will never hear that kind of message again because very few people will be bold enough to tell him such hard truths. And it applies to any person that has been honored. Honor is a recognition bestowed on you, privileges bestowed on you, recognition, usually out of the first P, performance. Maybe you have performed, you have done well, then people give you honor. Honor can be also promotion because of performance, P number one. So I told the king, the passage says, to him who has been honored. That means the has means that there was a transition between when you had no honor and when you had honor. And I told my king that before he became king now, there are places I used to see him and greet him. But now that he has been made king, has been honored, he has to know that I should not see him in that place again. There are places when you have been honored, you should not be. I was invited for a meeting. The vice president then, Oshibanjo, was coming. I was invited to the Petroleum Training Institute Conference Center. All our kings in Roboland went there, prominent people. I didn't go. I was given a personal invitation. I didn't go. Simple reason. I have been known for being apolitical. So there was nothing I was going to do there. And if a photograph was taken of me sitting down there, I go explain tire. So there are places I don't go to because I have been honored. The king, before I told my king, the king before him wanted to give me some of us honors, awards. And I'm not a chief. I never wanted to be a chief. I would have been long time ago. So I came early and I sat at the back with the commoners. And one chief came in with fan belt around his neck and white bed sheet. I sat down. He said he wanted to enter, so I got up so that he could enter and sit down. He told me that he wanted to sit on my seat. And I told him, Chief, you can't sit on my seat. I came before you. If you wanted to sit, you should have come early. Then he said that, why can't he sit on my seat? I told him it is because I am Dr. Charles Apoki. He said, Ose, Migwa. That's how we greet our elders. And I looked at him, small boy. And I got angry. I left the hall because the king was wasting my time. He was doing chieftaincy titles for people. I left. I went outside. And the secretary to the king saw me. He said that, oh, doctor, come, let me introduce you to Prof from the US. Prof, meet Dr. Apoki. And the prof told him, you want to introduce Dr. Apoki to me? I knew him from the United States even before seeing him physically. There are some things you should not tolerate when God has honored you. Don't tolerate them when God has honored you. I'm not saying you should be violent. I'm not saying you should be combative. And that award the king wanted to give to me, I left it with him. He subsequently sent it to me. Treat yourself with respect when God has honored you. Everything does not boil down to money, to mobile police, to siren. No. This is the way I carry myself. This is the way I carry myself. Somebody, one big man, invited me to Abuja. He said that they booked the ticket and so I should pay for the ticket. They will refund me. I say, no, I don't do that. You pay. You need me. And he paid for the flight. And I called the person he sent to be relating with me. When I reach Abuja, who will carry me from the airport? We didn't make arrangement for any person. I told him, I am not any person. I am Dr. Apoki. Call it pride. Worry people say, know yourself, not be abused. I said, I told him, in 10 minutes time, I will be in the airport. In 10 minutes time, if you don't tell me who is carrying me to the hotel, I will turn back to my house. And he called, said, they said you should find your way to Rockview Hotel. I told him, I am not going to Rockview Hotel. I stayed there with my son, Dr. Ofuma, when he came from Europe. And the car was waiting for me in the airport with the AC on until I entered that car to Rockview Hotel. So I won't treat myself like trash. No. The Lord has blessed me with age, blessed me with some basic things. And I'm older than your boss. After many years, the boss came to look for me in my school, maybe to know why I am troublesome. I was in the ceremony with him, and he came to the school with Hilux load of security men. My wife said, they don't come. I said, yes, tell them. They want to arrest me. I'm coming. He dropped his complimentary card. I met him in a ceremony, and somebody was introducing me to him. I said that. Then I said, I told him. He said, you don't introduce Dr. Apoki to him. I said, he knows me. I'm a troublesome man. He said, very troublesome. Yes, I am. When the Lord has honored you, don't behave like a typical African. Don't behave like a typical Nigerian. No. Let me quickly say this about Nigerian military personnel that were denied visa. 70 of you were going for winter games. Do you have winter games in Nigeria? If they denied you visa, Why did you, the top brass, why did your colleagues, your junior colleagues or whatever, go to Canada without their leader? That shows how desperate you are. The whole team should have stayed at home, not some going. Even if they had gone, they should have come back. They denied your chief of defense staff visa and you went there to Canada. Snow, to do what? We don't have pride any longer as Africans, as Nigerians. The next thing is that when you have been recognized for performance, when the Lord has honored you, you should know it, that honor should go with performance. The next thing I told them is that I told the king, when you have been honored, you should polish yourself. For diamond to adorn the neck of a queen or the crown of a king, they polish it. Scrape nonsense out of your life. Scrape rubbish out of your life. Scrape yourself. I was traveling. One of our kings, not this one, was ahead of me. He wanted to pee. He just stopped and came out of his car and urinated, peed on the roof. And I told them, we need to polish some of you, these kings, grooming. Look at the one in the West, Ogun State also. He has gone to France before. I saw his videos when he went to France. He told a 70-something-year-old man to kneel down in the street. And somebody slapped the old man. He has been suspended. He might be dethroned. If that man presses charges, he might end up in detention, in prison. King, he couldn't polish himself, refine yourself. You polish yourself. I was traveling to Port Harcourt, and I needed to use the restroom. I looked for a good eatery and branched, used their restroom. As I was coming out, the manager was outside waiting for me. She saw me when I entered, assuming I messed up. You polish yourself. Number 2, you punish yourself. I told the king that you are a king now. It's not to start sleeping with women up and down. I knew a king that was coming with his crown to come and sleep with a woman just across the road here. King coming to sleep with a woman just across the road here. Several of our kings in Africa and big men, they don't respect themselves. They allow their erection to give them direction. A pastor sleeping with secretary, sleeping with house girl, sleeping with, there was one that they did, but my wife was showing to me, sleeping with the wife's sister, impregnated her. Punish yourself. This idiot in between my legs that is not born again, I swear for him. I swear for him. May your erection not lead me into temptation. Punish yourself. I don't eat in public. So people will be eating. I will sit down there, sometimes very hungry. I don't eat in public. So you punish yourself. I punished myself to read, to study, to get to this level. And I keep punishing myself. Delayed gratification. Then the next thing, you must have another P, personal push. Personally push yourself to develop yourself. Push to develop yourself. A personal push to brand yourself. Branding is painful. When you want to brand an animal, you put a red hot iron inside fire. Then you put the stamp. Brand myself. To make sure I don't go late to places, it's a brand. To speak the truth is a brand. Not to beg is a brand. Not to owe is a brand. I don't owe. It's a brand. I keep my promises. It's a brand. But it's a personal push. The next thing is that You will need a platform if you have been honored. You need a platform. My bishop, Pius Onerejire, gave me the first platform to speak in Ogeli. Several people have given me platforms for my anointing to be made manifest. Dr. Evans Daniels, Reverend John Eze, and his wife, several people, Nidu and the Honest Bunch, Bishop B.C. Edohasim, several people gave me platforms. Bishop Dana Konye, Bishop Fiano, several people. Have Onerojiri, I can't mention them. The admin of Church of God Mission, Tari Ekio, they gave platforms. So you will always need a platform, and then you will need publicity. No man lights a lamp and hides it under a bushel. The next thing is that you need productivity. I told the king, you are not in the era of your father. You are in the Gen Z era. We have gas in my community, several oil wells. I told him we can have a gas turbine that will provide 24 hours electricity in that place, bring industries. I'm personally opening a new city in that community, between that community and Uge Uge. People are buying from all over the world. And so in those days when we got money in my community, we used it to, that community, sometimes they use it to fence juju house, do rubbish. Say Gen Z generation should be a Gen Z king. Think about industrialization. Think about institutions you can open there. Think about giving scholarship, talent development in the community. That's why you were honored as a king. Productivity is meeting the need of generation, not the old only festivals, sacrifices, dance, this. Told him he would need people. And I told him the chiefs he came with, if it's just ogogoro drinking chiefs that cannot give him bright ideas on how to move his people forward, that he should remove them and put, the chiefs were looking at me. Bust you, chief. Chief, bust you. Can't do me nothing. I'm crazier than you. If you have been honored, surround yourself with people more intelligent than you. I have people who are more intelligent than me that have blessed me. The next thing is that you must think of posterity. Posterity, think of posterity. And when you think of posterity, the honor will endure. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you.